Right now, GitHub is down worldwide, and I bet half of your repository downloads are failing as you watch this. Welcome to the Rainmaker Report. So, as of a few minutes ago, Microsoft did confirm the outage. There is a lot down, folks. Actions, the REST and GraphQL APIs, webhooks, issues, pull requests, raw downloads, SAML and OIDC auth, Skim, TeamSync, and Copilot are all degraded or broken right now. GitHub's own numbers put error rates around 20% on web and API traffic and roughly 50% on repo downloads. Yeah, Download Detector has logged over 3,000 reports, heaviest in the US and India. Hours in, mitigations were running, but error rates haven't moved and there's still no public root cause. So let's talk about what's going down right now across the world, okay? CI/CD is frozen. Deploys are stuck. Dependency pools are hanging. Really anything in your build chain that touches GitHub is timing out right now. And if your incident response runbooks live in a private repo, well, congratulations, you can't read them either. Yeah, I guess we can say that today we saw what happens when one provider holds the world's software supply chain by the throat. I think we can all agree that we found a choke point here. So, lesson learned, okay? Mirror your critical dependencies before the next outage, not during it. If you didn't like flock cameras, this is going to piss you off a whole lot more. All right, defense contractor Leonardo is selling something called the LSAG Signal Trace. It's a bolt-on for existing license plate camera readers that vacuums up Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and RFID broadcasts from anything nearby. So if you think about it, we're in a whole lot of trouble when it comes to tracking because, think about it, phones, AirPods, smartwatches, fitness trackers, car head units, key fob, even your dog's microchip, okay? All that's now in play for discovery and tracking because all of these devices emit some sort of electronic fingerprint made up of the gadgets inside of it. So with the help of AI, this system can flag which electronic devices travel together, and then it can more accurately derive a single target, okay? Now, the scary part of this is that it doesn't just work on the road. It works indoors too, okay? So shopping malls, gas stations, stadiums, okay? But also private residences and places where privacy ought to apply, okay? That should concern you. But what should really concern you too is this, okay? Leonardo openly pitches this as a software switch on hardware that's already deployed, meaning that departments can just flip this on without having to go back to a city council. That oversight step is intentionally skipped by design here, all right? So if your threat model includes being followed, you can leave the tinfoil hat at home, okay? A Faraday pouch and a Mac randomization tool. It's not paranoia anymore, okay? It's part of your everyday carry. A suspected China-nexus crew is mass exploiting a critical VMware vCenter bug and dropping Babuk-derived ransomware on ESXi hosts. In our last story of the day, 361 compromised IPs across 47 countries so far, with Germany, the US, Turkey, Iran, and France taking the worst of it. The bug here is CVE 2026-59310. It's a directory traversal remote code execution in Broadcom's vCenter server, CVSS score 9.8. So this one's really bad. Broadcom did patch this on July 29th. Now, here's the thing, though. Exploitation started August 3rd, so it had been 5 days. Yeah, attackers are chaining it with an auth bypass, CVE 2026-59309, by planting a WebSocket backdoor and then adding passwordless root sudoer entries and then wiping the ESXi logs to blind responders on the way out. So, if you happen to run vCenter, you have to understand, this is your entire virtualization plane, okay? Ransomware on ESXi means ransomware on every VMware host, okay? Those hosts are gone, all right? We saw this play out exactly like that when MGM Resorts got popped by Scattered Spider a few years ago. It happened exactly like that, okay? So don't let this happen to you, okay? Patch both CVEs today if you haven't already, and then you need to hunt, okay? Look for Linux file WebSocket backdoors or reverse SSH cron jobs and rogue admin accounts because You have to understand this, folks, okay? A patch doesn't evict the dirtbag who moved in on August 3rd. All right, folks. Well, that about wraps up today's stories. This is Andy Thompson signing